Hi, welcome to the Notary Institution community. My name is LaShawn Jenkins, and I mentor new and also seasoned notary signing agents on how they can start and grow their notary signing agent business. Before you can begin your journey with starting a notary business, you have to understand just different terminology, and then also understand that different states will have different restrictions. In this video, I will go over a few topics that you should know when you first starting your notary sign agent journey. So the first thing is you have to become a notary public. A notary public is a person who has been appointed by the government to be an impartial witness to the signing of documents. As a notary public, you will perform different notarial acts, legal duties, in order to confirm the person that they say who they are. And also you're going to be witnessing them signing something, or sometimes a person can be giving a sworn statement. So a notary public, very easy, simple job that you can do. If you qualify, you can become a notary. So the next thing we're going to go into knowing the difference between the terminology and the mobile notary world. So you will see different terms. You will see the mobile notary, you'll see loan signing agent, and then you also see the word notary signing agent. And then some people just go by a plain old signing agent. And it's very important to know what these terms means inside of the notary community. So normally when you do hear the term that someone says they just want to be a mobile notary, but before I even go into that, one thing to understand about both of these names is that you have to be a notary public in order to do any type of notarial work. As long as you have a clear understanding of that then we can go on to the next subject about starting a notary business. So a mobile notary is basically a person who oversees the signings of really basic documents. So normally it'll be documents like, I would say, a power of attorney, a will, and normally this type of work will be done in your local community. Sometimes they'll be traveling, but most of the time, if it's someone says they're a mobile notary, most likely they just want to do regular general notary work in their local area. Now, when you see the terms loan signing agent, notary signing agent, and also signing agent, that means that that person has been trained and certified to do loan signings. Even though both of these positions, they're both notary publics, it's just that with the loan signing side, it does require a lot more work. You are responsible for printing the documents, scanning the documents sometimes, and also protecting the borrower's information. But your duty is still the same as far as being a notary when you're a signing agent. Your duty is still to verify the signers, identify the person that they say they are, and you're still serving as an impartial witness for the loan closings. Now, I want to go more into about becoming a notary. So each state is different on the requirements to become a notary. Now, if you would like to know the requirements for your particular state, you can always check out the National Notary Association. Now, in case you don't know what the National Notary Association is, it is basically an association that has been created to solely serve notaries. Their job is pretty much they give you all the tools and resources that you need to become a notary. Rather, if they have it on their website, they will point you in the direction of becoming a notary. Now, I will include that link inside of the description box, the National Notary Association.org, I believe is the website. But this is a great resource. If you don't know how to become a notary and you're struggling on learning what exactly that you need to become a notary, the National Notary Association.org, I believe nationalnotary.org, but I will include it in here, where they give you a step-by-step checklist on what you can and cannot do, and basically how to become a notary. And they have really great blog posts. They have supplies and everything on that website. So also keep in mind, before you become a notary, not before you become a notary, but before you think about starting a notary business, you want to check to see if your state has any type of restrictions that may limit you, rather as a mobile notary when you're doing general notary work, or as a loan signing agent when you're doing loan signings. And some states do have restrictions to where as though you're not allowed to charge a travel fee. Also, we have attorney only states where you can only do a closing with an attorney. And believe it or not, the National Notary Association has a really great resource on their website where it's a chart with that they created, that they are basically telling you what your state restrictions are. And this is very, very important to know. Also, on top of that, the National Notary Association telling you, a lot of times your actual state will tell you. So if you go to maybe the Secretary of State website for your particular state, you can go to google.com and you can type in SOS Notary, and they will give you the exact guidelines also on everything that you need to become a notary. And they will tell you the different restrictions that you may have. So I want to go over a few states here that I have on my list. So if you're located in the state Maryland and Indiana, you are required to have a title insurance license to do any type of real estate closings. Again, this information can be found on the National Notary Association website, but not only their website, you can also find it on your Secretary of State website, on where it will identify what you can and cannot do as far as running a notary business. Also, keep in mind that South Carolina, Delaware, Vermont, West Virginia, Georgia all require an attorney at their closings. Basically what that means is that if you are going to be doing loan signings and that's what you would like to do in those particular states, an attorney must be present. Now, again, you will have to check out your state handbook, which can normally either be found on your Secretary of State website, or it can be found on the National Notary Association website. I will include all the links in the description so that you can check it out for yourself to see what restrictions your state may have. But that is one thing you do want to look at before you become a notary. Now, when everything all checks out, how the process normally works, when you want to become a notary and you figure it out, it's something that you're going to do. Pretty much how it works is you will submit a notary application. A lot of times you will have to obtain a bond. What else? Sometimes there's a fee included. It just depends on what state you're in. But the good thing is that the National Notary Association actually does a lot of that for you. If you do everything through their website, they will actually make sure they submit your paperwork, and they actually walk you through the whole entire process of becoming a notary. So if you're struggling on figuring out how you can become a notary, when you go on your Secretary of State website, just go on the NNA website and click Become a Notary, and they actually have a downloadable PDF where they actually walk you through the process of becoming a notary. So after you submit your application to the Secretary of State, or the NNA will do it on your behalf, you would then look into taking the estate training. Now, my recommendation as a coach and a mentor, I recommend that everyone, rather if your state requires you to take a training or not, I recommend that you take a state training. And that's only because so that you can be aware of your state laws and what your states allow and really understand your state laws, because that's where you're going to be doing business at. So I recommend everyone looking to taking a training. Some states require it. Some states do not require any type of training to become a notary. But if your state does, that's great. But if your state does not require you to take any training to become a notary, I highly recommend and I highly suggest that you look into some type of training, read the resources that's available on the Secretary of State websites for your state, or you can also order. They have books, state handbooks on the NNA website that you can order. So make sure that you are educating yourself about your notary laws, because when you try to do signing agent work, to be honest, it can get really complicated and really confusing if you don't understand your particular state laws. Because with signing agent, there's going to be a lot of different states, paperwork that you might receive, and you might, get confused. So that's why it's so important to, just understand your state laws and know your state laws. And also, if you don't know them on top of your head, at least know where you can go to find your state laws and learn them. And after you begin your training, you wait for everything to arrive. You wait for your commission to arrive. And after your commission arrives, normally, depending on what state you're in, you'll take an oath, you'll go in and swear in, and you'll have your commission. Each state do it differently. Some states do it the other way around. You go in, do your oath, and then you receive your certificate. But as soon as you cannot practice doing notary work until you receive your commission signed. Normally it's going to be signed or sealed by the state that issues it to you. So make sure all that is complete before you go out and start doing work. So the next video, we're going to go more into the supplies that you need to become a notary signing agent, or if you're just going to do mobile notary work. Thank you for listening to my channel. Make sure in the link, you download my free guide that I have created for new and also seasoned notary signing agents on how they can grow and possibly start the notary signing agent business if they are new. And thank you for listening to my video today.